Okay. Let's see. This is going to be 11:25. There we go. There we are. I need to update this, by the way. All right. So, thank you guys for your support for Endgame. It's I'm really happy actually how it's going. It's kind of giving me a lot of momentum to work on part 2 already. So that's what I'll be doing tonight. Hopefully I can get this done like before, let's see, ORM. Okay. Roughness and metallic. Hopefully I can get this done before January. And if you haven't seen Endgame, I'll post a link to it. There we go. So, you know, if anyone wants to see it, here you are. Eventually, I gotta really get a couple things going here. There we go. Good. And good. Okay. There we go. So I'm be working on a set tonight. Getting that going. And then, let's see, I might do a couple of things. So I'll do like some set dressing here. What I might do is actually, yeah, let's get this all situated here. So I built a set in Blender. And then we'll do some set dressing. So let's actually get a couple of things going. Well, let's get all the textures before I do anything. This is going to be an Unreal Engine. Let's see. So I'm using Polygon. Originally had it. Whoop. I've been trying to get. I've gotten a month subscription, so I'll be building sets with it as I go along here. Let's go with. I want to go with here, and then because I don't know, it just doesn't work out very well. I'm thinking like a color variation 3. Or sorry, let's go with 2. Let's do gloss, normal, and reflected. Oh, did I? I'm supposed to do that. Come on. Here, let's do 2. I think that's fine. Okay. So, let's turn off sRGB. Alright, let's see if I'm still streaming. Yeah, the wind is kind of going nuts out here. Might be getting a huge storm. Which is fine. I don't need to have to worry about that. So tomorrow I'll be working on Endgame some more. Getting that done. There we go. Alright, so what I need to do is make a material. I'm going to do two-sided just in case. This one is ambient occlusion. It's a pretty easy one. And this one would be normal. Very good. Now, reflection, I need to add in a 1 minus node. There we go. And that one is going to go under specular. And then gloss, right here, is going to same thing, copy and paste. That one is going to go into roughness. So that's just polygon. It's really shook the computer. Might get a blizzard actually. Am I under a blizzard warning? Let me double check on that. Let me check the National Weather Service here. Oof. Yeah, I might be under a blizzard warning myself. It's definitely, it's pretty cold out. It's snow. So, yeah. I'm glad I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. Don't want to deal with that. So I'm just going to apply the material up here. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. So I might change the floor actually. I might look into a different floor. Let's actually apply glass texture here. There we go. And I might go and find, if we go to mega scans, let's go with surfaces. And what I might do is like steel or something. So let's go painted gunmetal. Perfect. And just apply that there. There we are. So that'll work. Now the lighting is going to completely change. Once I get more set dressing, I might do a couple more things here. I have a rough idea what I want to do. So this one is the pitted material, so I need to go back into Office. Eventually I need to get this a lot more organized. That's why I'm doing the polygon thing. So I'm basically making an Unreal project just for my polygon stuff. Convert it anytime I need to use it. I can just simply go in, migrate it, and then just work with it. It's going to save me a lot of time. Granted, it's just a pain in the butt, but what can you do? Oh, good, there's an ORM file with that. Great, that's going to make my life a lot easier. There we go. For now, I just have to do things the more difficult way because, you know, I like being difficult. Causing trouble for myself and getting angry. Anyway, sRGB, good. And finally go to the normal. Flip green channel. Click on that. Good. And save. Okay, material. I'm just gonna, there we go. And for the sake of it, two-sided. Here are roughness and metallic. Good. Kind of see it in action already. Going to apply my normal. I'm going to apply my base. There we go. Good to go. Now we'll probably, I'll definitely get an iClone character and get everything taken care of soon. But I just need to do this first. Yeah, we definitely need to get the concrete here. What was that? Polished concrete? What was it called? Concrete polished 001. So it should be under shaders here. Let's see. There you are. That's okay. And I think I'm almost done with everything. I do want to replace the floor. I'm not particularly too happy with it. I might replace it with this, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks. But right now, oops. Get that taken care of. I just need to do all the texture stuff. Then we could do some set design. This is just me getting the walls. I created this set in Blender, by the way. So if we go to Blender 3.6, just because there's a lot of the CAD tools that I like to work with. Oops. You know, I've been using Blender for long enough when I do that. Yeah, that's the basic design I went for. So it's going to return in a later scene when they're going to be looking outside and getting this taken care of here. Eventually, yeah, I'm probably going to have to go and find those textures here. It might have been, I don't know what it is. I'm thinking actually going with this. Might go with that here. See how it looks here. Let's just do a point and light. Yeah, it's not looking good. All right, just here and see what that looks like for now. Yeah, that should be okay. It's a little rough, but whatever. I'm not worried about that yet. I'm just looking for like something like this here. That's fine. I really hope it doesn't. The wind doesn't knock me out. Oh, I don't need to copy this. Then I'll bring in an iClone character, get that situated, because I need to do like a still for somebody. Okay, so sRGB, good. Flip green channel, there you are. Sometimes I have trouble finding it. Good. And same thing here, so sRGB, there we are. And save, and sometimes and we'll have to flip that. Good. And for material here, so let's do that here. And let's do two-sided. Ambient occlusion, and just in case, 1 minus copy paste. There we go. Start with the base color. And let's start off with gloss. That's going to be our roughness. And specular will be, here you go. I don't know if it needs a normal, but let's double check. Probably not, but it wouldn't hurt. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. That's much better. Now for the floor, I don't know. I'm not really getting into it very much. And eventually I'm going to get this all taken care of here. We'll put in desks and everything. Do I have an office? I'll have to bring in like an office environment asset. Let's see. You know, something like this. And then there's a couple things from Polygon that I'm probably going to download. We'll be using a lot of Polygon assets. I think something like this here. So how this is going to work out is this is kind of like a hacking room here. So I have to kind of play around and design. But each one, there's going to be a couple people here. So someone's going to be working with a computer. We're going to have a door here. Insert that. And then I'll play with the lighting here. It's not going to have, it's going to look a lot better, but I don't know. Just this floor isn't, I'm not really getting into this floor here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to polygon.com. I'm going to look up flooring textures here. This could work. Let's give that a shot. Not that, but for the models, I'm also looking for, let's look up furniture. I'm looking for something that I can use. Let's give that a shot here. Okay, so I'll put in this furniture here. Get that taken care of. Okay, since I'm done with that, just going to quickly get that out of the way. I think it was called stone tile floor. Let's get that here. Let's put that in shaders. Okay. Okay, so this one does have an ORM file. Yeah, I did see that, so I'm happy to. That makes me happy when I see an ORM file. It's gonna make my job a lot easier. So what I might do here, let's go with stone tile floor. Let's see how that looks. Let's just put that in here, and that's it. Just three of them. And let's flip the green channel. And let's do that here. And let's also make a material. M. There we go. I just want to see how this looks, you know. Okay. I think that's okay for now. Now, is there like a mat, like a rubber mat or something I can use? Or I could make one easily. I just don't. Yeah, what I can do is just make like a rubber mat here. First, let's get a door here as well. Just make sure. Let's go to Fab. Town, commercial. Now, do we have like an industrial door or something? I think, yeah, that should work fine. Let's add that to project. I think something like this could work just fine. Now it's time for some set dressing. Alright, so meanwhile that's downloading. I swear to God. Okay. This is why. This is why I need to be organized. Anyway, let's go with 3D models here. Yeah, you can tell I have a long way to go with that. I've just been slowly. This is something I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Just going in and getting everything taken care of here. Today I'm just gonna, be very productive throughout the whole week. Just try to get as much done as I can. Yep. Let's import all. Let's see. All right. Now, I'll probably find like a bunch of different chairs and throw them in. Oops, sorry, I was listening to a little music here. Yeah, I would not want to play copyright music. Ooh, I do like this one. We'll throw in a couple of these. But I'd like to maybe throw in a couple of rugs or something. There we go. Let's do this. Let's do meshes. Let's go with low poly. If this is glass, I'm going to be really pissed. Okay. It's not, but yeah, let's just go with a low poly. One of these situations. It's probably one of those. Okay. I have to probably rotate this or something. Let's do -1. Okay. Let's do a 5 here. There we go. We got ourselves a door. I might do like add like a control panel or something. We'll get ourselves some industrial lights. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Do you see industrial lights here? I'm gonna add them. Put them over here and see what we can come up with. So maybe I could put like something up here, make it blue or something. None of that, but I don't think this would be. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. I'm trying to think like how the work environment would be. I don't. How would Thomas Mackelson, like, I think he would be okay. You know. I think he wouldn't, like, maybe the office would be okay, I guess. You know. Probably wouldn't have the employees in like in a total hellhole or anything like that. Just, you know, it'd be something like, you know, there'd be like computer screens here. Definitely security cameras, just to double check. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know how bad it would be. I don't know. So probably put in a couple of lights, then we can work with sources here. And then I can look into the lighting. I don't know. We'll see. But I would like to kind of, you know, there's a lot of space here, but who knows? Let's make it a little bit. Let's do like 4 something or 2. Like up here. I don't know. It's kind of like The Simpsons, you know. Homer works for the James Bond villain guy who turns out to be one of the greatest bosses on television. That's funny. Anyway. I'd like, let's do like 8 and see how that works. Oh, that was a great episode of The Simpsons. Well written. Where's that light? Can I make it blue? Yeah, I can. Let's do like 5 or something. Now, yeah, what I'm probably going to need to do is attach another light source up here. Probably going to have to do this like right up here. I don't know. Well, I'm going to have to look into that. Let's do 16. Maybe let's do like a warmer color. Let's do like 3500. See what that does. I don't know. Well, what color would work? All right. I'll have to change that to say more like this. There. Save that. And then none of that, but you get this. We'll have to look at the light source. Oops. Where did it go? Where's my spotlight? Let's change that to movable. And what I'd like to do is change it to point light. And that's going to be like for my little source. So what I like to do is soft source radius, and then kind of change the source radius and the length here. then let's change the angle to that, and then can I? Yeah, you get this nice little ambient lighting here, I think. And then we can have like television screens or computer screens here. I don't know. This is just me messing around and seeing what I can come up with. So I'm going to attach that here, make sure so that can go wherever I want it to be. Now you get this nice. We may actually have to change the power of that. What's the power? Let's do like 2 or something. There we go. That way it's not causing any serious bleeding. It's starting to come together. Yeah, I think this is coming together just fine. Get this nice lighting and everything. I think the floor is a lot better. I made a good call on that. And then, you know, we can kind of decorate everything. Now, what's that? I want to see what... I just want to add a PPV. And see... Let's see. What the bloom will look like. I just want to get a rough idea. Okay, not bad. I'll have to get rid of the lamps here, but okay. Or sorry, I have to get rid of the... I have to tone down the lens flare, but... Alright, alright. Now, oh yeah, I got distracted. That's gonna happen a lot. Let's go back to polygon. Let's get this chair. So we have metalness, color, fuzz. It's fuzz. Huh. I'll have to look into that. It's probably some setting in Unreal, but there has to be. There we go. But I'm not going to be too worried about that. All right, so gonna go make our little adjustments here. This time I don't have to make material because everything is all taken care of. Whoop. Not that. You'll see the ambient occlusion. And then you have metallic. the normal. And finally, the most important, roughness. Because, oops, that's where, how big is this texture? Okay, that's 4K. If I saw 8K, I'm going to be really annoyed. It's unnecessary. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, you know what? What is fuzz? Oh my god. Oh, really? Okay, let's add fuzz. Alright. Sure. Oh, that is stupid. Ah, that works. Sure. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. Branding, office name, foliage. We don't need that. Let's do keyboard. Is there like a rug or a carpet? PC setup. Office desk. Water dispenser. Yeah, probably. Sure. I know for a fact that I could. I'll probably change the monitors around. Let's install this one. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Now this could be pretty interesting. So if I do that, not only that, but can it also, all right, for the monitors, can I actually, help me out here. Okay, so there is no, okay, no video screen for that monitor. How about that one? Can it give me that? Okay, so I can actually change the screen. I might do that for this one here. I'll change to whatever. Yeah. probably have to find wires or something. Yeah, I could probably make a wire here. You know, get the wire, get that connected. I'll have to look into see how I can make those. It's probably a spline or something I could do. I'll just take care of that later. Whiteboard, huh? Yeah. Phone. Yeah, we gotta have a phone. I like the idea of a fan probably right behind this character. Not that, but I'm probably going to add... I'll add a couple more things. Maybe not. Don't know why it doesn't want me to snap, but that's all right. So, do I have a blueprint for these? Probably not. You're probably gonna have to add them. So we have mouse, Windows. What is Windows? Windows large? No, not that. Clock, angled, wire. That's wire. Yeah, I might add more wires and cables when I need to do them. Yeah. Something like this. But I can also just replace it. Like that. I wonder if I can actually... I'd like to add like a lot more servers or something. Ooh. Yeah, probably add in quite a bit of these. Probably fans or something. We can add decals, add a little bit more life to it. This is probably the same person. I'm just looking up a couple things. All right. Gonna add a couple more servers here. And then yeah, just and then for that they're like 3 or 2, at least twice the size. Then there's some data probably put in. Let me make something in After Effects. You know, something like that. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe right there, server goes here. It's kind of like a small team, but whoops. I don't know. Probably something like that there. And then looking here, you can see, yeah, the small team, but still. It's coming together. Then you know you can. Yeah, you know it probably. You know what? Just be a little bit more efficient. Let's add in just a couple more people here. I don't know. Do I want to add? Yeah, might as well. Might as well. Have to do it one at a time. Create each character and let them. You know, I got an actor mixer. I can do whatever I want. And then you have some guards standing by here, making sure everything is in order. Okay. Go course, that just here. Yeah, we'll put the cooler somewhere else, but yeah, with this, I'll kind of do reach that dressing here, make sure. Just adding a couple things. Server goes up here. Probably get like a cheap prop or something that, you know, something that brings a little bit more authenticity to it. Lights is fine. Maybe see how the lights are here. Probably wouldn't hurt to bring it to the other side. Probably be okay putting it just like this here, and then this goes in the center here. Yeah, and with that, probably don't need that, but I can take that and put that right there. I think that's fair. Then I can put in a bit more assets here. Now, I think this could be okay. So we'll have, did I bring him in? Yep, I did. Perfect. So I brought, so he's going to be standing watch over here. I should save everything. I want him kind of stand watch. So he's kind of like the you know, your main henchman. Ah, geez, we're gonna have to increase the size of this a little bit. Whatever is the appropriate size. He's probably going to stand guard, make sure everything's good. And probably have one guard here and the other here. Let's get a camera here. I'm not done with the set though. It's going to take me a couple times to do it, but to get everything all organized. Okay, let's do like 30, 47 here. Off medium, 48 frames per second. Let's do 8. I might tone down the lights a bit. Let's do like 1. And then rectangular lights here. What was that? Let's do like 8. 4 maybe. One enough, but I want to kind of create a little bit more so I can work my lighting a bit more. I want like blue here, a little slightly blue lighting. Probably wouldn't hurt, you know. Do something like this. It's starting to come together. I kind of like the idea here. Anyway, I'm just kind of playing a few shots here. I have some ideas for little things that this character will bring. Put in like, you know, like a rug, maybe some plants here. I think this lighting is going to work. I'll have to change it to, let's change the light sets here to, not so much of a, let's change it to be more like that. There you go. And with the point light, what was that, 7500? Just like that there. So it gives you a little bit more of a blue. Oh, I can even change it to like 10 or something. You know, that way I can play a little bit more lighting here. So, you know, for gunscape, you know, we can just do something like this here. Put a rectangular light in. Obviously, it won't be that much, but I know where your light sources are coming from. So something like this. No, I wouldn't go too crazy. Maybe like 2, and then you get 7500. Our camera here will be like this. You know, you get that nice backlight here. Honestly, I gotta change that. But it kind of gives you a rough idea what I want. So I probably want him here. Now you get this nice light. Then we'll kind of play with the lighting for her here. We'll get that situated. But yeah, that'll do. I'll have to find a couple more things tomorrow. But before I go, I just want to make sure I got the character in. I want to double check, make sure. I think this is, no, I have to see if she is a CC5 character. Let's check. I think that is her. Yep, that is her. All right. Okay. Not bad. All right. So I want to put a rug here. I'll have to find one for Polygon. Put that in. Let's see if there's any plants. Yeah, let's put an orchid in. Or maybe something else. I can find another plant. I'll find another plant, but there will be another an Easter egg here that I'll put in. Once I have everything taken care of, then I'll probably just be set designing all day on this. So yeah, let me know if anyone has any questions. I'm probably gonna head to sleep early, so should be. I'll have more tomorrow during this time. So if you haven't seen Endgame yet, feel free to watch it. I put the link above. And then this will be for part 2, and then I'll put characters in. I'll go into Actor Mixer and make a few here. So thank you.